Hi, welcome to the Quilt North Block of the Month, Month 1 tutorial for Nordic Echo. Here's a shot of what you should have gotten in your kit. You're going to have 8 small navy triangles, 8 small white triangles, 4 large teal, and 4 large gray triangles. Yep, there we go. And then here is the first set of seams we're going to sew. You can see there's 8 of the white and navy triangles and 4 of the gray and teal. When I line them up to put them through the machine, I like to take the squared off corners and put those together. I feel like when they go into the machine first, you just get the best result. And then those engineered corners are at the end. Right now I'm sewing the 4 teal and gray, and then you'll see me line up and sew the 8 navy and white. So in the whole video you're going to see me sew every seam and press everything the way I listed in the instructions. All my instructions have a press to the side set. You can always press anything open if that's your preference. I just like to press to one side or the other and try to nest things as much as possible because I like to have the option to stitch in the ditch, and I feel like it makes it nice and secure. So the large triangles, as you can see, are going to get pressed to the teal. Again, they're pressed in that direction because at the end they'll nest with the center block, which kind of makes things lock together really nice. So just gonna, you can see me pressing those open, and then the smaller blocks, as you can see in just a sec here, are going to get pressed towards the navy, all 8 of those. So this is part of the kit, but if you were watching this and you wanted to do this on your own, these are all cut with the Quilt cutter cube system. The small triangles are the block or shape 5, and you just obviously need 8 of 2 different colors. And then the larger triangles are the shape 4. So you just need 4 of each color, and you can follow right along. So we're going to take those small navy and white triangles, as you can see, and make some little hourglass blocks. If you did press towards the navy, those seams should nest right together, and those engineered corners should come right together. Everything should just line up really nice. So you can see me nesting and sewing those right here. Sorry that the alignment stuff is a little bit out of the focus of the camera. This is actually the first video I've ever done and edited and all of that, so I know there's a little bit of oddness in a few spots. Just thank you for bearing with me on that, and hopefully these will get better as my experience grows and the months go on. And I did try to, speed through the sewing here so you don't have to watch me sew everything in real time. So when I pressed these open, I pressed towards the navy triangle to help, again, press towards the dark, hide those seam allowances, fumbling the blocks, as you can see. And that'll also, when you put this 4 patch together, will again nest the seams. So when I was designing this quilt, I definitely tried a lot of color options and a lot of different variations of things. I will say, if you do cut one yourself, or you would like the cutting instructions to do one without the cube, please let me know. Again, my email and phone number will be on the bottom of the instruction sheet, so you can message me about all that. I will say, if you sub out the teal for a lime green, you get like a really fun kind of Seahawks colorway. Or if you sub out the teal for like a bright pink, it's a really fun kind of girly look that I think could be really nice. As you can see, I picked out those 3 little stitches at the end of the seam there so that you can swirl the seams or spin the seams. If you can see me doing it here. Obviously I struggle with it a little bit, as you can see, because it's a newer technique for me, but I really think it makes nice flat blocks that don't have that big bump when you machine quilt over them. I did include a QR code at the bottom of the instruction sheet. So you just take a picture with your phone, a URL will pop up, and if you click on it, it'll take you right to a really nice tutorial by, I believe, Mary Fons, showing you in a really nice view how to, and with really good instructions on how to do that. Much better than I just showed you. So I highly recommend you go check that video out. It's just a cool technique to know. This is the next set of seams we're going to do. You just have to sew those large triangles onto the top and bottom or sides. It doesn't actually matter. And then you can see me doing that here. If you do swirl those seams, again, they will nest with the way we pressed the triangles. So you get everything locks together. You see I don't sew with any pins because everything it just locks together as you go. But if you like pins, use those too. I'm sure everyone here could show me a lot of techniques to do this better than I can. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comments, or text me or email me and let me know what I could do better. I just pressed these larger triangles away from the center block because they seem to like to fall that way better. In just a sec here, I'll turn the block over and you can see the kind of direction everything is pressed, if that helps. The last thing we have to do on this block is just sew on the last 2 large triangles. You can see here they go on just the same as the first set of 2. And thank you so much for doing this with me. I'm really happy to be doing this. I hope everyone is having fun with the first month and will continue to have fun with the months to come. Again, if you're missing a piece or if anything's not going right, please let me know. I want to be able to fix it for you if that's the case. Again, you're just seeing me sew on those last 2 seams, and I'll press those the same way I pressed the first set to the outside. And yeah, so I named this quilt Nordic Echo because I thought the colors were kind of icy, and the echo, I tried to put similar styles of blocks, or blocks that felt similar, kind of on the edges and across from each other in ways that kind of echo each other to the edges, so you can kind of get a little insight into why I named it that. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. Thank you for doing this with me. I really had a good time both designing it and learning how to do this tutorial and everything. If you have any questions, email or text, and I hope you have fun sewing block 1, month 1. Thank you so much.